In this week's Made in Maryland report, Yolanda Vasquez talks with a former corporate executive who gave up her six-figure salary to create a business that has truly gone to the dogs.
Well, there's nothing that can cause more stress and anxiety than to not know what to do with your beloved furry friend when it's time to go on vacation. Or perhaps maybe you're working more hours at the job and you can't take Pepper. One more treat over here, Pepper. Come on, you can't take Pepper out for a walk. Well, there is a dog walking and pet sitting service here in Maryland that's here to make your life a little easier. Joining me now is Colleen McDonough. She is the owner of Barks and Blooms. How are you?
I'm well, Yolanda.
Good.
How are you? Good to see you.
I ran out of treats, so you might want to take Pepper or let Pepper go to the back over there.
Absolutely.
This is such a good little
Hi,
doggy
Pep,
there
you
to play
ready?
with. But this is something that, this is what started it all for you, right? We can grab one of the dog walkers, we'll grab Pepper.
Absolutely.
But this is what started it for you, right? You had a passion and a love for dogs.
I think as far back as I can remember, as 5 years old, as a matter of fact, I wasn't allowed to watch Lassie when I was a little girl because I would become hysterical thinking Lassie would not come home. But the show was called Lassie Come Home.
Yeah, but you ended up doing something else for a very long time, and then you ended up coming back to this. What was it like trying to put Barks and Blooms together for you?
It was a challenge, but it was a passion. It was passion. It was love. I was in corporate America for 18 years, and I just really wanted to try to find something that was going to give back to the community, to be able to connect with the community again. And that's how Barks and Blooms was born.
Okay, so exactly describe what it is, because you do so many things. When I was on your website, I'm like, this is more than just dogs, cats, and critters. It's a whole bunch of stuff,
It
right?
is. It is. We try to make people's lives a little bit easier and take the stress out of their day. So we'll actually come to your home, we'll walk your dog, we'll watch your dog while you're on vacation. We'll also do gerbils and hamsters and cats, whatever it is that you'll need. Also during the summer months, everybody plants a beautiful garden these days. So we'll water your garden, we'll pick your tomato plants, we'll water all of those potted plants that you invested all that money in, pick up your mail, grab the newspapers off the driveway. It'll look like you were never gone on vacation.
I believe that. And tell us about the staffing, because it's not you doing it alone, obviously. We've got some video of your fantastically fabulous dog walkers, right?
That is-
How many do you have, and how does the process work? I think a lot of people are going to want to know that.
Well, I'm going to say they're fantastically fabulous once again, because that's the most important thing to know about them. We have 30 dog walkers on staff, and each one kind of goes through a little bit of a vigorous training to become a fantastically fabulous dog walker. They come to me, we'll interview them 3 times, they go through a background check, they also go through a reference check, and then we go on the road and we train them until we feel that they're good to go on their own into people's homes.
And so they go to a person's home to pick up the dog. Is that typically how it works? How often are they there? Is it just for vacation? Is it daily?
We do a variety of different services. Sometimes people just might be going to a Ravens game, so we'll do it for a Ravens game while they're helping our teams. Also, people work very long days at work, so we'll do daily dog walking, and we also care for the dogs when they're on vacation.
How much of a difference does that make in the dog's personality? Because I've been talking to your dog walkers, and they were telling me just getting that dog outside makes such a difference.
Well, half of the part, and part of our goal is to keep as many dogs out of the Humane Society as possible. So a lot of people don't know what to expect when they buy a dog. It might be a really high energy dog and they think that they can't handle that dog. A daily visit from a dog walker can alleviate that completely. We come in the home, we play with the dog. By the time the dog is done with us, it's tired and it's a happy dog when the people get home from work.
And that's what they want.
Absolutely.
Now, one of the things you were telling me is that you were able to distinguish yourself and separate yourself from the pack by professionalizing your dog walking service. What exactly does that mean?
Well, we did a lot of due diligence before we came into the market. We did a lot of studying and a lot of research. I actually studied myself, took courses on how to be a better dog walker, and became accredited before I ever hit the road to be a dog walker. We went and got a great marketing firm, put a great marketing piece together. Each of our dog walkers has manuals. We are all
open this up for just a second,
and
because I want to take a look. This is something that you will show a prospective client, I would imagine, right?
Actually, what our duty is to give people more time to spend with their family and friends, to relieve the stress of their day, and to create a happier home. So we also let them know that we finished top 5 in the country for Pet Sitters of the Year.
Excellent.
We were the first in the country to win a national award for professionalism in the country.
Excellent.
We also were top fundraisers for the Humane Society. We like to show them that we're accredited, and we also think it's very important for anybody using a pet sitter to make sure that they are insured and bonded, and it's credited information.
That is something
And one
that
of the
is so
things that I
crucial.
like to share with all of our clients when after our service is finished is that we get more thank you letters than an obstetrician.
Which is amazing, because I've been in doctors' offices and obstetricians get thousands of letters, but it just goes to show you how much people appreciate what it is that you're doing with the dogs.
And one of the things we discussed earlier, which we think is so funny, is that we probably have more information on a person's dog than they have for their babysitter for their children.
So now that it's that's amazing to hear. Now that it's 3 years later, do you feel like you made the right decision? Because you were working in corporate America and you were making some really good money. How difficult was that to branch off? And what advice would you give to somebody who may have experienced the same thing as you and wants to do something that they're truly passionate about?
Well, my favorite part of the story is that I was making a significant income and I actually went in and quit and left corporate America and told everybody I was going to be a dog walker. They thought I was crazy. Well now it's 3 years later. We have 30 dog walkers. We're very successful. Our branding is working for us. And I'm so glad I made the decision. I've found my dream.
Yep,
I'm living the dream.
You're not looking back. Well, that's a wonderful thing. Colleen, it was a pleasure. Thank you so very much. We appreciate that.
Thank you so much,
No, thank you.
Yolanda.
I know you got to get back to the doggies.
All right, absolutely.
Thank you. And if you'd like to find out more information about Barks and Blooms, just log on to our website at mpt.org and click on Your Money in Business. All right, Jeff, that'll wrap it up here from Baltimore County. I think I'm going to go back to Pepper over there, but I'm going to need some more snacks to make that happen. Now back to you in the studio.